was on the 11th, and my sister and I like to we'll like Skype scrap. We'll get on Skype and scrap together. And so on this day, oh, there it goes. On this day, that's what we did, and I took a picture right here of the screen. And this was my first page, and there's a little vellum pocket back here, and I took a picture of the other pages that I did, and I just covered the back with paper. And this is, what day was this? This is the 12th. Um, I used one of the divider things that came in this address book, and actually this was a mistake. The reason I did a 2-page was because I wanted to use this envelope that I made, and I totally forgot that I had the back of this page to decorate, and so I had went ahead and like done this and then forgot that I had this back. So I just, since I had extra pictures and I had some more of the same paper, I just made it like a little 2-page thing, and I think it looks really cute. And these pictures I printed out like 2 by 2, and I just left the white around them to make them look like little like mini Polaroids or Instax, and I really like the way that looks. And this is some old Love Elsie paper that I'm glad I got to use, and it was just scraps that I used, except for the envelope. That was a full sheet. And in here I made like a little journal, a little journaling thing, and it was a conversation that my husband and I had had that I thought was funny. I used some stamps. I think those are Kelly Panache for the, oh, I'm sorry, the he said, she said, and the little heart and that arrow. And this was day 13. I think I used another one of the little divider things here, and this is a picture that Mikey, my youngest, took of my oldest son on top of this card my husband has in the driveway. And I thought it was a really good picture, and so yeah, that day. This is actually my son does a lot of music, and he's coming out with an EP of original music that he's written, and he composes the music and he sings, and so he wants this picture to be the CD cover, and so put that in there. And this day we took our dog to the dog park. This was the first time at the dog park, and he did really good. And I made like a little pocket. This was him in the back of the car. I made these little pictures, put patterned paper in the back. This is one of those little hearts that I got. I think I talked about it in my haul at Walmart. I put some twine in there. This was an old tag from, I don't know, I think it was Joann's, one of the little stuff they have in the dollar bins. It was like a little tag pad, and I used that. And on this day, I made this little vellum envelope out of a vellum sheet, and these little, I just punched out circles and used some eyelets and made this little envelope. And in here I took a picture and I journaled about, I made this for dinner. It was fried chicken and green beans and stuffing and mashed potatoes, and it looks so yummy and it's making me hungry. And yeah, I don't cook too often because most of the time when I do cook, nobody eats what I make. Not because I'm a bad cook, but because everybody wants something different. But this was one of the few times where I made dinner and everybody actually sat down and ate. So that was that day. And on this day, I went to the gym and I used an overlay from the Simple Stories Fabulous line. And this is some washi tape that I got um, on Etsy, I think. And I just put a picture of me. And this is a little from that Fabulous line. Also, it's a one of the little cards that you can cut apart, and it said today. And I wrote about how that day I went to the gym and I was able to run 2 miles in 20 minutes. So I missed it that two right there with I think it was a doodlebug sticker, and I put it on there and missed it and took it off. And so that was that day. I didn't do anything on the back. On this day, I just printed this out from online. It's just like the movie poster for the Mission Impossible. I don't even know what number this is, 4 or something. The most recent one. My husband and I watched it on Voodoo, and I really like those movies. It was really good. And journaled a little bit about it right there and right here. And this is one of those, a border from one of the SAS lines. I don't know. I can't remember which line. This is the 18th, and it's blurry again. Uh, okay, I've gone over my time, so I'm going to start a second video. No, you know what? I'm just going to keep going, and then I'll just split it up. Um, I put a little glassine bag back there, and I put a little tag in there, and I journaled about a conversation that I overheard my two boys having, and I used a bunch of sass on here. I used my Lily Bee, uh, my Lily Bee stamps that had the days of the week. I think that was in one of my haul videos too. I really like them. Oh, and I think I used the banner. It was the banner and the day of the week. You can see that. And yeah, used a lot of sass, all scraps, doily. And on this day, this is day 19. This is another one of those little envelope pocket thingies that I made. And my son was homesick from school that day, and I just journaled about it right here. And I didn't do anything on the back. And this is day 20. This is I don't know what paper this is, but it's pretty old. I remember getting it at Big Lots. And I want to say it's die cuts with a view. No, it's not. I don't know what it is. Oh, focus. Why won't this focus? Sorry. I bet maybe somewhere in. What if I. What if I do that? That didn't work. Okay, I'm just going to keep going because I don't want to have to do this over, and I don't think it's horribly, horribly blurry. So I made a whole bunch of little pictures and put a little banner, and this was just like wasn't a very exciting day, and just journaled a little bit about whatever it was we did, and that was it. And on this day, this was the 21st. Oh, it's really, really bugging me that it's not focused. Sorry. Okay, on this day, our dog was sick, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. He was vomiting, and he was pooping, and, well, not just pooping, he had diarrhea. And so we took him to the doctor. Oh, and actually, I just realized I used the same picture from over here somewhere. But anyway, and I journaled about that. There was nothing wrong with him. We took him to the vet. They ran all sorts of tests on him, and they couldn't figure out why he was sick. And a couple of days later, he was fine. Cost us $80 to find out that he was fine. On this day, this was Sunday. We were doing our usual thing in the backyard. My husband was barbecuing, and he was cutting some shrubs. This shrub that we have in the backyard, and I'm gonna try to get this to focus. Oh, there it goes. And he found a bird's nest in the shrub, and sadly one of the eggs had fallen out.